up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
The world is wide. Let's make it closer. With smart planning and a touch of magic, Ash knows travel. Welcome to the future of travel. Hello, everyone, and welcome. My name is Ash, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Ash Knows Travel, where I share trainings, walkthroughs, and insider tips to help travel advisors book smarter and build confidence. And tonight's training is actually a follow-up from last Thursday's session, where we went ahead and did the Modern Onboarding Client Kit. That training was basically all about what you need to send to your client after they book with you. And tonight, we're going to be shifting into what happens after they return home. This is my welcome home system that gets repeat bookings. The simple, thoughtful steps that I take to make my clients feel appreciated, supported, and excited to book with me again. This system is one of the biggest reasons that my repeat business stays so strong, and I can't wait to share it with you. So if you're live here, you already know, go ahead and comment hello. Hi, everyone. And if you happen to be watching this on a replay, I still want you to comment. I need you to comment replay for me so that I know that you stopped by. Now, there's a couple more things that I kind of want to go over before we get started. Before we dive in, honestly, I just want to take a moment and just say thank you. The last few months have been crazy for me. The support that you guys have shown me, honestly, sometimes just makes me cry because I'm so happy. And I really wanted to say thank you as well just for Saturday. If you guys haven't seen yet, Saturday Mornings with Ash, we had my bestie, Precious Carol, on there with me, and we had a blast. It was probably one of the funnest things that I've done so far. So for those who showed up on Saturday, I really appreciate you. We'll be doing it again, just me this time. I might bring on some other people, though. I have a few ideas what I want to do. I was thinking about doing I bring on a lot of ladies, but I never bring on the men. And I have a lot of good friends that are travel agents and also men. So I was thinking maybe we should turn it around a little bit. We should shift it. Okay. So I might be doing that at the end of the month, and it'll be on December 27th. But I just want to thank you guys so much for showing up and how much fun it was and how excited I am to, keep it going. So also, as we get ready for next month's training, speaking of that, I really want to hear from you, okay? I get ideas from YouTube, I get ideas from ChatGPT and everything that I need to train on, but you guys are the people that I train. So I want to make sure that I'm meeting the goals that you need, that I am actually teaching on topics that you are interested in or that you want to learn more about. So feel free to comment them. You guys can send me a message. You guys normally do. You guys normally send me a message. You're pretty good about that, okay? But if you guys just want any more clarity on certain topics, feel free to comment them or send me messages. So that way I can kind of shape my January trainings, all right? I have a lot of exciting stuff going on in January. Corporate trainings are going to be changing up a little bit. I have another thing going on with corporate, so I'm going to do a lot of evolution next month, but I still need to make sure I have my trainings lined up for you guys for January. So make sure you guys let me know what you want to talk about. All right. So let's go ahead and jump into my welcome home system that gets repeat bookings. All right. I'm talking about turning every trip into the next booking. Yes, because what's the truth about travel? If they're traveling once, they're probably going to travel again. So tonight, we're going to be breaking down one of the most profitable systems in my business. Yeah, the welcome home system, the simple follow-up flow that turns clients into repeat travelers. And you guys are going to want to stay to the end of this because guess what? I already got a gift. I got a whole kit for you. I had the kit from the first one, and now I'm going to have a kit for you to go home with, right? So I absolutely love this system. And honestly, it just builds like loyalty, it builds referrals, and just long-term retention. And then it also helps with leads, right? Every lead, just because they travel, doesn't mean they're no longer a lead. It helps us curate those leads, keep them warm, and so we can keep booking them as they travel. All right. So, first things, why does this system matter? Well, most travel agents lose money because they only focus on the first trip. How many of us have done that? If I could raise my hand, I would. I don't know if it shows up, but yes, me, especially when I first started, that first booking or those first few bookings is a little overwhelming, right? And we're like, whoo, okay, we got it, right? But there's a lot that goes into after the booking. Our job is, of course, to get sales, right? And to close bookings, but we also need to take care of them. So another reason they also lose money is they don't follow up after the client returns. That's the same thing. They only focus on that first part of it. They are done. Nope, our job still continues, right? And then they also miss the window, or they might not even know the window. Do you guys know the window for the people that typically book trips again? The window of when it starts when they return from home. A lot of people don't know this. Put it in the comments if you do. I'm talking like day window. There's a day window from when they return from the trip when they actually start thinking about booking another one, right? And then a lot of agents actually forget that retention is easier than acquisition. Yeah, it's easier to retain the clients you already have than it is to go get more, right? So your welcome home system that you are going to build is going to be a rebooking machine. It's going to build relationships because they're going to feel supported and appreciated. And it's also going to build your trust because you're going to stay in their inbox. You're going to stay relevant. And as well, it also has like a referral generator in there somewhere. All right. Now, a lot of the times I will actually have, I showed you guys one time that my kit for my clients, that it has a referral email in there. So your welcome home system can go from just rebooking people to even referring people. You could take it as far as you want. And we're going to build it tonight. All right. So what does a welcome home system include? First of all, that welcome home email right there, right when they return within 24 hours. I'm going to talk about the timeline, but a welcome home email. How was your trip? What's the review? Leave me one, please. A photo, if you're comfortable with that. I ask for photos. My clients, they'll tag me on Facebook and be like, this is the trip we went on and this is who we booked through. Like they do that naturally. So I just ask them like, hey, can I use this? Yes, sure. Okay, great. You know, a rebooking suggestion. I like to give them ideas of where they can go next. If I know them well enough, I try to plan out where they would typically want to go. And then a loyal client loop, because they're staying warm, because you're going to be constantly, not constantly, but you have emails set out that's going to kind of remind them, hey, I'm still here, right? And then typically, most of us put some kind of welcome home gift. A lot of us have vouchers. If you don't have vouchers, Marketing Boost gives out a voucher. I've seen them. They give out a free one. But typically all of us have vouchers, so sometimes I will throw a voucher in there, like, and I always try to make it like the opposite of whatever I booked, so it's not like, or you could do the same. It's like book a trip, book a cruise, get a cruise, then give them another cruise voucher, right? But if you want them to rebook a cruise, then I don't want to give them the cruise voucher, right? So some kind of welcome home gift is great. Some people actually even go out and send them like actual welcome home gifts. You can if you want, but I like to just put it in the email and say, here's a voucher, okay? So next, let's talk about the first part of, all right, so next, let's talk about the first part of this, the welcome home email. This is crucial. And I say it's very crucial because they're looking for you. We don't do much when they're on the trip, right? As the trip is going well, they checked in, they're having a good time. Great. I'll see you when you get back, right? So we need to be there when they get back. And I schedule these through Boomerang, which is a Gmail extension that I teach about. It's free, but I schedule this because I forget this. I will always forget this. I don't know why. I talk to them, but I always forget to send the email. So I schedule this one. But what does the welcome home email do? It reinforces your service. So it's not like I just booked your trip, have a great day. It captures emotions while they're high. A lot of people, when they come back, they have these I just got off vacation vibes. We need to catch that in the beginning because the reviews are going to be better when they first get back. You don't want to wait for like a month or two about a review because they done kind of forgot about everything they experienced, right? So you want to get it right then and there. And then also it restarts that I want to book again conversation. It's going to be, okay, hey, you went on your trip. I hope you had a good time. By the way, if you want to rebook, here's a good suggestion, something like that, right? You can have this like welcome email. I have the example down at the bottom, but it doesn't have to be very deep. It just has to start the conversation for them to reply back to you. So, template idea. Welcome home. I hope your trip was incredible. I'd love to hear your highlights and see any of the photos you want to share. Your next adventure awaits whenever you're ready, and I already have a few ideas for you. Ash Knows Travel, right? So this is a perfect email. It doesn't have to be any deeper than that. So next step, check-in message. Now, this is a text message, okay? I normally send it 24 to 48 hours. This one I remember, but the emails I'm bad about. Now, what do I text them? Hey, just checking in to make sure you made it home safely. Is anything you loved, anything I should note for future trips? I take all feedback seriously, so your next vacation will even be better. I have this as an actual template. I honestly do. I have it in my notes, and when somebody returns, I just copy and paste it. Just send it. There you go. That's the secret. Ash Knows Travel. There's some sauce. Copy, paste that. You don't have to make it any more personal. Perfect, right? Then 2 to 3 days later after that, this step, okay, we're going to be asking for a review. This step boosts authority and attracts new clients because when we get reviews, I promise you, they love reviews. Think about it when you're going to go shop somewhere. Like I always say picking a dentist, that's always my example. But if you're going to go shop somewhere, if you're going to go buy something, if you're going to go work with someone, where do you look at? Their reviews, right? So I always press for a review. Now, I get my reviews on Travel Leaders Network, which is the agent profiler that we have, the website we have. I put them on there. You guys can delete them. If it's a bad review or something, like if it's something horrible, they don't have to get approved, okay? So it's not like it's a bad thing that if they leave you a review, but let them. A lot of them, if you've had a good experience, if you did everything that you were supposed to do, they shouldn't have any problems leaving you a review, right? So here's a script for that. I'm so glad you enjoyed your trip. If you don't mind, it would mean the world if you left a quick review. It helps my small business so much. Here's the link, right? And then I would put in my Travel Leaders Network. But my actual website lets them leave a review too. So whatever you guys want to do, however you want to do, all right? Next. All right, request trip photos 1 week later. People love sharing their travel moments. Absolutely. Yes, they do. I'm putting together my client travel wall, and I would love to feature one of your photos if you're comfortable with it. If they're not, it's okay. But use these client photos for social proof, reels, testimonials, destination previews, email marketing, okay? Sometimes they send photos of themselves, sometimes they don't. But if it's photos of themselves, ask them what they're comfortable with. Like, I don't want you going out there and just posting your clients, okay? What I'm saying is a lot of people are okay with this. And like, I was afraid to ask all the time, like, oh, are you okay with it? But then when somebody tagged me in them, I was like, can I use this? And they were like, yeah, sure, go ahead. Like, a lot of it will just be like photos of where they went or the destination. Like, that's fine too. Those are perfectly fine. If they're not comfortable sharing their faces, just get whatever you can, all right? But this is a great way to build that social proof. You're not sharing B-roll content, which is background content for those who don't know, like the random views of Italy. No, you're showing what your client did in Italy. You're showing people that, hey, I booked this trip. This is what my client did. I can do the same for you. Love that. You can request it 1 week later. Okay. Next one. Now we're roughly about a week, a little bit, 7 to 10 days after return, right? This is when you want to prop in that rebooking suggestion. This is the prime window to plant the next trip idea. So, an idea of how to say it. I was thinking about you. Since you loved this trip, here are a few ideas for your next getaway, and I can check the pricing at any time. That means I'm not pressuring you to book. I'm just letting you know I have a few ideas for your next trip. Perfect. Now, what are some things that you can suggest? Same vibe, destination, bucket list ideas, cruises, holiday trips, quick weekend getaways, anything that works for that client, throw it in there, okay? Because it's not an all fit one kind of idea, but this will start that conversation. So yes, I'm not rebooking my trip right now, but I will be in a few months, blah, 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 right? Like you've started this conversation as in they will keep you in mind when they're rebooking. That right there, that's the prime, that's the sauce. All right, next. Then, okay, this is going to go in a little bit deeper. This is past the 10 days, okay? This keeps your clients returning again and again. This is what I call a loyal client loop. Okay. Quarterly check-ins. Every 2 months, I send them an email with a check-in. I also add them to my newsletter. They get my newsletter as well. Birthday messages. You get their birthday automatically. Use it for a birthday message. Anniversary trips. If you've planned something that's like a honeymoon, a wedding, an anniversary, send them a message saying, hey, you're coming up on your 2nd year anniversary. Do you want to plan another trip? Boom. Holiday deal alerts. Yes. Anytime I did that Black Friday, did a whole Black Friday reel. I put that all in an email, sent that out. Repeat traveler perks. Hey, I just saw they have this deal with Royal Caribbean. I'm sure you have some good cruise points that we can use. Are you interested in looking? Good. Thinking of you travel ideas. They love these. The fact that you took time out of your day to put an email together that shows them that you're thinking of them, perfect. Use that. Okay. Any kind of mock booking, anything. Okay. Sometimes even when I do mock bookings, I'll tag the client underneath it and say, hey, thought of you, and just tag them. Right. So these are great ways to keep those leads that you've already have warm. That's what this does. This keeps them, oh yeah, okay, I want to book again. Oh, let me go ahead and contact my travel agent, right? That's exactly what we want. Okay. Now, the last part of that, you guys can technically do a welcome. I would do it within like the first week. I wouldn't wait too long, but I put it as optional because it's not a requirement, and I don't do it for every trip. If it's something like they just went on a quick trip, they're not really getting a welcome home gift. Okay. But I want to give you an idea that it doesn't just have to be a voucher, that you can really do anything to them. And honestly, when it comes to gifts, they love that because you're taking time to make something. So here's a few ideas. Okay. Small gestures that go far. So travel voucher was the first one, obviously. A packing guide for next time, a digital postcard if you guys want to send something in the mail. And you can even do it online. Okay. Next trip ideas card or a returning client bonus. Like if you have anything that's like on sale, or let's just say they went on a tour and then next month they come back, right? And then Exotica's having like $1,000 off. Okay. That's, oh, hey guys, I just want to let you know, you're looking for another tour. Right now, they're having a trip bonus of $1,000. Perfect, right? Any of these kind of work great, and you can just use what you have around you. You don't have to do anything extra, all right? But these add perceived value, and they build that loyalty because you're taking care of them. You're giving them something for booking with you in return. Now, I'm going to talk about one thing that I did in the beginning. You don't have to do it, but this helped me build like a clientele base a lot. And sometimes I do it every once in a while, but I talked about it on Saturday mornings with Ash, with Precious, and when I talked about it, she wrote it down. She was like, this is great. And I was like, oh, really? Didn't even know. So I guess I'll share that with you. But basically what I like to do sometimes is a referral program, and I like to put it in there. I don't talk about referrals in here, but what I like to do is if you refer me to so-and-so, okay, they have to book the trip, has to be over $3,000. This is my requirements. You do whatever you want with yours, okay? And also, I have to make at least $300 in commission. And if all of those qualify, I don't tell the client that part, obviously, but if all of those qualify and they referred them to me and they booked with me, I send them a $25 gift card. The only time I actually send the gift card, though, is when I get paid my commission. If I got paid my commission, everything's good, I will send out that $25 gift card. Great, right? And this helped me build a lot of clientele in the beginning. And I try to do it a lot to my really big bookers. Like, hey guys, if you refer somebody, because they know other people that have money too, right? Like, so I try to do it to those big trips, and it actually helped me build a lot of clientele in the beginning. And I highly recommend it if you can do it. If you can't, fine, right? But like, I thought of it in a sense of, okay, I lost $25, but I'm going to get another booking, so it doesn't matter, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got another booking, so I made $250 or something like that, but I lost 25. Like, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, don't overthink it. If you can do it, great. If you can't, fine, right? But I always made it to go in there to where it wasn't actually coming out of my pocket. It was coming out of the booking, basically. Okay. So that was something I did for referrals in the beginning. I don't do it now, but a lot of people do that. And it's not like you're sending them cash, you're just sending them an Amazon gift card, right? So good ideas. But yes, these are all parts of my welcome home system. That's what I'm doing tonight. I'm giving you guys the sauce. Okay. So I do a lot of automation with this. I don't ever do this off the top of my head. Nope, can't do that. So what do I do to automate this? You know, I'm going to tell you the details of it. Google Calendar, always put the reminders in for each step. Yep. Then Google Sheets. I have clients' notes, and then also I have a system where I can keep up with when they're returning, when they paid, all of that. Gmail templates, I already have those set up in Boomerang. They save all my messages. Boomerang is honestly probably one of the best ways that I can automate it. It's the extension for Gmail, but it does templates. It sends messages later. It plans even the Google, like if they want to meet with me, it has my calendar in there, so then they can meet with me. And then Jotform, I use that a lot for my post-trip feedback form. I have a version of that in Jotform that lays kind of within my sites, but you can also use Travel Leaders Network for the agent profile. You actually need 15 to get published, so use that in the beginning. And then later on, you can even maybe incorporate somehow into your website, okay? Next, ChatGPT. Of course, we always use ChatGPT, but I don't write anything. I do everything. I'm not writing it. Nope, it's 2026 almost. We're not writing. We're gonna have them redo everything for us, right? So that is how I automate it, and I make it. It's very simple. I have like the whole emails that I just put in like a doc, and then I just grab it, schedule, grab it, schedule. It's pretty simple, but you guys get the rough idea. Okay. Now, what do you need to do in order to do something like this? You need to prep all of this, and I have it inside the kit that I'm going to give you, but you need your email templates automatically set up. Your DM scripts, have them on your phone, so you could just send them out. The review link, get that set up. The photo request copy, get that email set up. Then put together the list of trips, the updated client workflow worksheet. So if you have them like returning, where they returned, how many days they returned, update that. And then set up the welcome home timeline inside of your CRM. So that's what I'm saying with the updated client flow worksheet. I put that backwards, sorry. But basically, like I have it set up as where they're tagged. And so if they've just returned, then it switches to they just returned. And then it has 30, 60, 90 days. And when I hit that, that's how I know, okay, I need to send out this email. I need to send out that quarterly, like working. Set it up like that inside your CRM so you can just color code it, switch it. And then that way, I know it seems like a lot, but once you build it, guys, it runs on autopilot. That's why I'm able to do all this stuff, because I sat down and I built a system that functions. It functions automatically when I book with them. Like, so basically what I'm trying to tell you guys is that, like, I always want to tell you, like, people tell me, like, is it a confidence issue or is it a skill issue? So what I'm trying to give you is the skills here, right? The foundation of it, so you guys can build your own confidence. If you think about it like this, answer this for me. If you had a system set up for your posting, which is what we teach, if you had a system set up for when they book with you, and then you had another system set up, but it's all put together, obviously, but another system set up for when they return, and it's just autopiling, you're just sending it out. That's it. That's what you need. That's the system. If you had that, would you be a better agent? Absolutely. Would you feel more confident? Absolutely. That's exactly what I'm trying to teach you. So, is there a lot of prep time probably coming into this? A little bit, yeah. But once you do it, you're good. You did it. You're done. So, please do this. Now, I'm going to give you exactly what you need to do it. And I say, please do this because I think a lot of you guys are like watching my trainings, but I want you to implement them too. Okay. It might seem like it's a lot, but I'm not asking you to do this every day. If you're in the middle of booking a client, okay, later on tonight, set up a small part of the welcome home kit. Then tomorrow, create another small part of it. Like, it's not something that's meant to be done overnight, right? So let me give you the kit to make it a little bit easier for you guys. Okay. Now, of course, what was the word? Oh, comment home to get the welcome home templates and email script pack. I already built it for you. You have to make it even harder. All right. So template 1 is the standard welcome home. I even broke it down. If they did it all inclusive, if they did a cruise, if they did theme parks, this is how mine's set up. Destination, get rid of the Ash Knows Travel, sorry. And then the second part, post-trip DM scripts, okay? Use these 24 hours after they return. Basic check-in, all-inclusives, yep, okay? And then here is the review request template. Set there. Photo request template, rebooking. I already have it all set up, so you just have to customize it. That's all right? Automation checklist, everything that I covered, how to set reminders. I did it all for you. So therefore, you could just go in here, okay, I did this, I did this, I did that, right? And then Google Sheets workflow template. I did everything for you. There it is. when they returned? Was the welcome home sent? Check-in message. There you go. That's all you got. Like it? All right. Bonus ideas for loyalty building. Boom. Sometimes I feel like the kits are better than the training. Listen, my kits are fire. Somebody told me one day in the training the other day that they have a ash folder. Does anybody have an ash folder? Because I like to give out gifts. I have an ash folder at this point. But I really kind of just want to make it easier for you guys. So I hope this helps. All right. So if you want this, go ahead and comment home for me so I can give it to you. Okay. Let me copy it, come back where I was. All right, like I said, comment home to get that, okay? And in closing, all right, before I send it out, your welcome home system is your rebooking engine, all right? If you want long-term stability, repeat clients, and referrals, this whole system from the onboarding to the welcome home, that's the client experience. That is exactly what I'm trying to teach this week, was taking the client from, okay, I just booked with you, great, to, oh, you're concerned. Oh, you're emailing me. Oh, you're talking to me. Oh, okay, I took the trip. Now you're checking in. Like all of this, okay, is what builds that client system that brings in the repeat bookings. All right. Now, of course, if you haven't already, make sure you watch my training from last Thursday and check out that onboarding kit to see how I welcome new clients. And then make sure, of course, you join me for tomorrow. I'm going to zoom in here. Try to zoom in. Oh, nope, can't zoom in any more than that. Can you see that? Oh, you can. Perfect. All right. So make sure you guys join me tomorrow because guess what? I have such a hot topic. I'm so excited about tomorrow and I loved today too. But listen, tomorrow I'm going to be telling you guys travel agent secrets that no one tells you, but I will. Yep. I have such a good training for tomorrow. So make sure you hop on at 5 p.m. PST. And then, of course, let me go ahead and drop this in the chat for you. 1 second. Let me get out of this. Okay, there we go. And then, all right, you guys should have it. All right, so I'm going to head over to my studio now to answer any questions and check out the chat. So if you have any, put them in there. And then you already should have the link. I'll be putting it in there. But if not, if you guys don't have anything, I'll see you guys tomorrow at 5 p.m. PST. So I'll tell you all my secrets. I'll see you tomorrow. Let me head over to the chat now.
Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, you grow hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yo. Set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 So life ain't easy.
Hey everyone, it's Ash, and I'm so excited to announce a Powered Pack session that's happening right here at Ash Knows Travel. On December 17th at 5 p.m. PST, I will be joined by the most lovely Courtney Palladino. Courtney is a Founders Council member, 2-star platinum, 8-time IATIN holder, and 300K income earner, and also one of my amazing mentors in this business. When the two of us come together, you already know it's about to be next level. And we're taking this session and making it all about you. So if there's anything that you want us to cover, topics, suggestions, struggles, or anything you just want more clarity on, go ahead and comment below or send me a DM and we can add it to the lineup. And make sure you get ready It's going to be 2 leaders in one session, and it's going to be power packed. So mark your calendar for December 17th at 5 p.m. PST on Ash Knows Travel. You don't want to miss this one.